Shalom and hello. My name is Rabbi Yehuda Levin, and usually I represent the Union of Orthodox Rabbis of the United States and Canada and the Rabbinical Alliance of America, some 1,000 rabbis on issues of Torah family morality. However, today I want to make it clear that I'm only talking in my own name as one U.S. Jewish citizen's viewpoint. After all, I am not in one of those churches where the Clintons or other liberals are allowed to say whatever they want without any fear of somehow compromising that separation between church and endorsement. Think about it. Senator Hillary Clinton was headed like a meteor, unstoppable, right to the Democratic presidential nomination and quite possibly to the White House. The Dodds and the Bidens couldn't derail this. Some say that the Clintons themselves behind the scenes engineered or helped the initial Obama candidacy to siphon off votes from some of her opponents. If this is true, we see how God engineers that quote-unquote bad news people sometimes shoot themselves in the foot. But true or not, we certainly saw the ultra-meteoric rise of Obama, who initially was losing in the polls to his opponent until they illegally unsealed his messy divorce proceedings. And then America went gaga over someone whose most telling legislative accomplishment was voting present several hundred times. A shame that they didn't vote attendance in Pastor Wright's church as well. But Senator Obama gets the job done. With apologies to Senator Clinton, the U.S. is spared a round number 3 of Clinton mania and all that it entails. And the very next morning, after the Obama's bumpless convention, Friday morning, 10 o'clock a.m., Governor Palin is introduced and Obama is eclipsed for 2 weeks by, dare I say it, a godly woman, a woman's woman, with a story even more compelling and dynamic than Obama's. Much more executive experience. A real person, even with no teleprompter. Obama shows a slavish devotion to eliminating every type of preborn baby, even partially birthed and totally skull-crushed third trimester infants in the process of delivery. He then kowtows even more to the radical pro-feminist baby haters and killers and votes 4 times to withhold assistance to the poor innocent baby victim survivor of a botched abortion. I guess to Obama and his supporters, helping the innocent child is something which is above his pay grade or remains a theological question. Does anybody have Reverend Wright's phone number? Governor Palin's answer to Senator Obama is, I'm pro-life and I love the gift God gave us. I will carry my Down syndrome child to term and my daughter will carry her premarital pregnancy to term and then marry the father. Governor Palin, what a woman, what a wife, what a mother, what a leader, what a godly messenger. I suggest we have a theme song for the governor, Paul Anka's song from the 70s, Having My Baby. Remember that, Having My Baby? What a wonderful way to say how much I love you. You could have swept it from your life, but you didn't do it. Remember that? I think that we've got to bring that back. And everywhere that Governor Palin goes, we've got to play that song. We've got to make sure that all of America understands who loves babies, who loves children, who has motherly compassion, who bears the message of God's biblical values. What are the issues that caused religious Christians to pressure Senator McCain to drop his choice of Senator Lieberman for vice president? Was it not Lieberman's support of President Clinton's veto of the will of 80% of American people and the will of Congress who abhorred partial birth abortion? Was it not Lieberman's sycophantic support of the homosexual agenda for at least the past 15 years? Views antithetical to Torah Jewish orthodoxy? Is this not the hand of God who chose a woman to represent in philosophy and in deed the very opposite of Obama and Lieberman's anti-biblical stance on the basic ABCs of morality, protecting innocent babies and opposing deviancy, while the liberals in their philosophies and actions are the locomotives defining deviancy down. Governor Sarah Palin, much like Sarah and the matriarchs surrounded by pagans, and the Jewish midwives that sustained the babies in Pharaoh's Egypt, surrounded by Pharaoh's baby killers and sexual deviants, Sarah Palin speaks uncompromising truth, but not only talks the talk, she walks the walk. She defines morality upwards. Who better than a woman to defend marriage, babies, birth, children's education, basic godly decency? Everyone, liberal and conservative, is amazed by McCain's choice of Palin. It came out of right field, the right being short for righteousness. Let's not be embarrassed to say or cowed by the CNN and New York Times types. Let's say it out loud. Of course we have God on her side. Who else engineered this unbelievable choice? It was certainly the fears, the tears, the prayers, and the hopes of righteous Americans who have seen, even in these last 8 years, so little has been done by all three branches of government to return us to family values and reverse the decline, the debauchery, the licentiousness, the devious. Scripture says the hearts of kings and officers are in the hand of God. Clearly, Senator McCain himself is seeing that Governor Palin, her message, her life, her values, the product of her faith, are going to, God willing, get him elected. The continued success of the McCain-Palin candidacy and, God willing, the McCain-Palin administration will be contingent on continuously and unabashedly recognizing the hand of God to continue to keep on the course of godly morality and family values. No more appearances on Ellen DeGeneres programs. No more discussions of degeneracy and degenerate marriage. Modesty in dress, humility in office, and a constant referencing, bedrock, and highlighting the needs of bedrock family values and educational choices for Americans' families and children. As a Levite from the tribe of Levi, whose great-grandparents served God in the Holy Temple of Jerusalem, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my conviction, that we are seeing the hand of God in a most manifest way, I bless you, Governor Palin, to stay the course. Don't change or compromise. And if you do stay in the same righteous tradition, Americans who hunger for decency, morality, a moral climate of respect for life, respect for our elders, respect for God, will do their job, and America will return to her former glory. Please send this link to everyone you know. Let pastors speak about the hand of God, and most of all, let everyone know the difference between Obama-Biden and McCain-Palin on the most basic important issues of family values. If we want to reverse hunger, disease, war, floods, economic disasters, the Bible tells us countless times to return to his holy family values. God did his job. He sent us the messenger and the message. We've got to preach it, teach it, and reach for it, and we will be blessed. I'm a Torah Jew, and I promise you.